In the town of Cairo, there lived a young beautiful woman named Chinwe. She lived with her husband Tom. In the town of Cairo, Chinwe was known for her beauty, her kindness, and her unwavering support of Tom, who often struggled to find stable work. They had dreams of prosperous life filled with love and laughter, but their reality was often spoiled by financial hardship. Chinwe was a very hardworking young lady who worked tirelessly in town, weaving beautiful fabrics and selling clothes materials at the markets despite her efforts. Their income barely covered their needs. Tom often promised her that they would find a way to escape their struggle, but as months began to pass, Chinwe was so worried about the condition of her and her husband. Her husband doesn't have job. They could only feed with her little business. She tried to get a job for her husband, but all to no avail. She was struggling so much. Tom, on the other hand, was not happy the way his wife Chinwe was taking care of him and herself. He kept struggling to get a job in order to take care of his family. He tried all he could, but it seems that job was not forthcoming. Chinwe and Tom was well known in the town of Cairo as debtors. They owed many people. They hardly paid back money that they borrowed from people. It was like a big shame to Chinwe. She and her husband was well known with debts. It was no longer a news in the town of Cairo that Chinwe and her husband can own people for months without paying. One evening, after a long day at the markets, Tom came back home with an unusual grin in his eyes. Chinwe, he said, I've heard rumors about a Baba from the city who rewards sacrifice, extraordinary sacrifice. If we could get his attention, we might solve our problems, said Tom. Chinwe was shocked and said, What do you mean? Sacrifice? She asked, her heart racing. Tom explained the Baba was seeking something rare and precious. I don't understand, said Chinwe. What do you mean by something rare and precious? And Tom continued to explain. A personal offering that will symbolize royalty and love. What I mean is that the Baba used any part of female organ from a woman's body for sacrifice, and he could give you a big sum of money that would keep multiplying by millions of naira, said Tom. The thought terrified Chinwe, but as they discussed their mounting debts and their poor condition, touched her. Desperation began to seep into their hearts. Chinwe loved her husband so much. She was ready to sacrifice for her marriage. She thought of their poor condition and that kind of poor lifestyle they live. She said, I would do anything for us to have a better life, she whispered, her mind racing. At the end, after days of contemplation, Chinwe made a decision that would change her life forever. She made up her mind to approach the Baba and offer her the most intimate sacrifice, which is her womb. The thought filled her with dread, but her love for Tom overshadowed her fears. With heavy heart, she journeyed to the city, her hands trembling as she prepared to meet the Baba. When she arrived at his chamber, she was struck by the contrast of her humble life against the wealth surrounding her. The Baba, the shrewd man with searching eyes, listened carefully as Chinwe presented her journey of poverty and her quest to sacrifice her body. And the Baba went further to ask, You are willing to give something so precious to you just to get riches with your husband? And Chinwe responded, Yes, sir, for my husband and for our future. Her voice steady despite the confusion within. After a tense negotiation, They carry out the sacrifice by removing Chinwe's womb in exchange for money. The Baba gave her a huge sum of money and instructed her to put it inside the wardrobe for 24 hours. Then the next day, she can open the wardrobe and she will see different kind of hard currency. Chinwe felt a wave of both relief and sorrow over her as she returned home with significant sum of money, a fortune that would change everything. Chinwe did as Baba directed her, and the next day, when they opened their wardrobe, they saw a lot of hard currency. Some hugged Chinwe and kissed her, praising her for the huge sacrifice she made for them. With their newfound wealth, Chinwe and Tom's life transformed. They purchased a charming home, invested a flourishing market store, and finally experienced the joys of stability for a while. It seems as though their dreams were finally coming true. However, as days turned into months, Chinwe noticed a change in Tom. He grew more self-absorbed, spending evening away from home and indulging in luxuries that once seemed distant. Chinwe was heartbroken as she watched the man she loved and sacrificed drift away. The distance between them growing with each passing day. Tom was no longer at home. He was always outside. Tom spent money in women, trying to impress them. He hardly come back home. Tom stops respecting his wife Chinwe. One fateful day, a woman named Cecilia came around to visit Chinwe. She told Chinwe that Tom was seeing plenty women. She also advised her to call her husband in order not to get sickness and transfer to her. In the evening, while Tom was going out with his one of his luxury car, he saw a captivating woman named Ego who arrived in the town. With her vibrant personality and striking beauty, she quickly drew the attention of the people, and Tom and Chinwe watched in despair as Tom became infatuated with Ego, forgetting the sacrifice Chinwe had made for their lives together. Tom approached Ego, introduced himself to her. He promised her the whole world, to the extent of telling her that he was still a single man. As Tom spent more time with Ego, Chinwe felt the weight of betrayal, crushing her spirit. Confronting him only led to arguments with Tom, insisting that he deserved happiness and freedom. The love that had once united them began to unravel, leaving Chinwe feeling abandoned and lost. Tom's affair with Ego blossomed in the shadows. He began to distance himself from Chinwe completely, spending nights away under the guise of business. It wasn't long before Chinwe discovered the truth. Tom was planning to leave Chinwe for Ego after suffering with him and sacrificing her womb for their riches. Chinwe was so heartbroken. She confronted her husband and said, "How could you forget everything we built together? I sacrificed so much for you." But Tom, consumed by his new life, merely shrugged her off. "That was your choice, Chinwe. I went for what I want. I want more than you can offer now." With that, he walked out, leaving Chinwe devastated. Weeks later, Tom and Ego got married in a lavish ceremony. Chinwe learned of their wedding through the whispers of their neighbors. Her heart beat heavy. With betrayal, they live a life of luxury, enjoying the wealth that Chinwe had sacrificed for, while she was left to pick up the shattered pieces of her existence. Feeling isolated, Chinwe retreated into herself, her dreams crushed. Years and days turned into weeks. She slowly began to discover her strengths. With the help of her friends and the support of the people, she started to heal. Chinwe opened her own store in a market, selling beautiful interwork fabrics that spoke of resilience and hope. Through her arts, she poured her emotion into each creation, channeling her pain into something beautiful. As time passed, Chinwe gained recognition for her work. Her fabrics became sought after, and she found joy helping other women in town, teaching them the skills and she had mastered. Through her newfound purpose, Chinwe began to feel empowered again, a shadow of her former self, transforming into a beautiful light for others. One day, while at the market, she spotted Tom and Ego. Their faces alight with the same joy she once shared with Tom. They were shopping their laughter ringing through their air. Chinwe's heart twisted at the sight, but she reminded herself of her own journey. She stood tall, taking a deep breath. She had reclaimed her life, and no one could take that from her. She smiled at the people who had supported her, feeling the warmth of their kindness wrap around her like a protective robe. Months later, as season changed, Chinwe was busy preparing for a festival celebrating local artisan. She had worked tirelessly to create stunning pieces that showcased her journey. While arranging her store, she felt a familiar presence behind her. Turning, she saw Tom standing there with bandage all over his body and his face, with hesitant expression on his face, and he said to Chinwe, Chinwe, he began, I've been meaning to talk to you. She raised an eyebrow and her heart pounded. What is there to say, Tom? You made your choice. I know, he admitted, his voice heavy with regret. Have seen your work, and I wanted to tell you how proud I am of you. You have built something amazing. Chinwe took a moment, weighing her words. I appreciate that, but you walked away when I needed you most. As sacrifice for us, and you turned your back. By the way, what of your new wife, Ego? You didn't come with her. And Tom said, I lost her in motor accident as we were coming back from club. Really? Said Chinwe. So because you lost her, that was why you came looking for me. Chinwe felt so bad at his words, but she remained resolute. You made your choice, and now you must live with it. I have found my own path, and it is a beautiful one, said Chinwe. Now you have to leave my compound. I don't have anything to do with you again. I am done with you, Tom pleaded to Chinwe, and later left with tears and regrets. However, as the festival approached, Chinwe's store became a centerpiece of admiration. People flocked to her creation, drawn to the story, walked into each piece. She felt a sense of fulfillment that had long been missing, a joy that came from within. Meanwhile, Tom continued to visit often, speaking of his regrets, pleading to Chinwe to accept him back. Chinwe listened not out of longing, but from a place of understanding. She had loved deeply, but she had learned that true love also meant recognizing her worth. As the sun set on the festival, Chinwe stood before the crowd, sharing her story of resilience and strength. She spoke of sacrifice, not just of what she had given up, but of what she had gained. The power to rise again, the beauty of community, and the importance of self love. At the end, Chinwe moved on with her life, believing that she can live without Tom or any other man. Guys, I hope you found this story interesting. What moral lesson do you learn from this story? What Tom did to Chinwe, was it a good one? After making her to sacrifice her womb for them to have a good life, he turned to another woman to the extent of getting married to her. But Chinwe sacrificed her womb for her husband to be rich. Was it a good idea? Let me see your comments on the comment section. Please kindly subscribe to my channel at African Tales by Ifenkili. Like and share with family and friends. Turn on your notification buttons and stay tuned for more interesting and mind-blowing stories coming your way next time. Guys, remain blessed. Bye.